So as you guys know, Black Ops 3 is coming to the end of its yearly life cycle for being the most recent and relevant Call of Duty on YouTube and in the gaming community. So as you guys can imagine, Treyarch probably want to go out with a big bang to end off and round off the success that they've had throughout the year of maintaining constant DLC, consistent DLC, and obviously trying to make the game as fresh as possible. And by doing this, a lot of people are thinking, well, the best way to do this and make the game relevant when Infinite Warfare's out is by having remastered zombie maps. Obviously, we've got Revelations, which is kind of compact of a lot of remastered zombie maps, but the whole zombie maps in their entirety by themselves and obviously available for us to play. But on the other hand, the multiplayer guys like us, we had a list leaked to us a long time ago of DLC weapons that we could actually be seeing come to the game, and a lot of them have actually come true from this list, but yet again there's a few missing off this list, and I wanted to share that with you guys today for a conspiracy of a final DLC weapon set or package. So right now I'm going to throw up the list on your guys' screens. It's a rewrote version of the actual first version that was leaked because it was really bad quality. So basically, the first one is sword variations. As we know, we've got the Path of Sorrows and the Fury Song, which is either a katana or just like a weird looking sword, which is the Fury Song, a mace, a spear, a sledgehammer, an axe, we've got the slash and burn, a warhammer, we have the crowbar, we have the bat, which is the MVP, we kind of had the bowie knife because a lot of people were able to glitch the files from zombies into multiplayer, a taser, an ice axe, which would look really cool. Imagine if they made a pickaxe brought Minecraft to Call of Duty, that'd be really weird. But again, there is also the shovel, which we've most recently seen in Black Ops 3's DLC package of weapons. And at the bottom, which is the most interesting thing, which are kind of long shots, I think, variants of the actual combat axe. So for variants of the combat axe, we have the star knife, we have the throwable spear, which that would be really cool, but yet again I think it's a really big long shot for the developers to do right now in this year's life cycle of Black Ops 3. Also the ballistic knife, and also a freaking chainsaw. So right now, whilst the list is still on your guys' screens, I'm going to highlight or red circle or whatever, make it obvious the actual DLC weapons that we've received off this list in Black Ops 3, meaning 5 of these we've seen, so this list has kind of come true. But yet again, it could be 6, because the mace and the skull splitter, a lot of people probably think the mace is the skull splitter, so maybe 6. And a lot of you guys will be thinking, well, Machine, there's a lot of weapons that have been leaked in the game's files that we've seen most recently, like the M27, that aren't on this list, as well as the fact that there's also more like the MP7, which we saw or were going to see, or thought we were going to see during the beta, or from the beta on point from when that ended, into the actual game full release of Black Ops 3. So if you pick your favourite 5, or the 5 guns that you think would prompt people to buy supply drops the most, they're probably going to come to the game, because I can't imagine them just kind of dipping out of the DLC's consistency throughout the year right now. It just wouldn't make sense, especially with the competition they're going to have with people playing Infinite Warfare's beta in the next upcoming couple of weeks, and obviously they want to have fresh content to make people think, hey, I wanna, I'm getting a bit bored of this Infinite Warfare beta, or if things aren't going their way, they may think, well, Black Ops 3, I know that game, it's familiar to me, and I can wait until November when Infinite Warfare is actually released, which is only a month, so we'll go back and play with the new weapons or try and get new weapons. And I know a lot of people have made conspiracy theories on new DLC weapons or new DLC final DLC sets coming to Black Ops 3. Well, I don't think they've covered this evidence. As you guys know, on the map Rift, in DLC 1 or 2, I believe, there's these actual guns like the M27, the MP7, and the HAMR or the hammer from Black Ops 2 in a weapons cabinet. Now you can see the kind of little patterns over the weapon cabinet cover, and that kind of reflects to the supply drop symbols overall. If you look carefully at an epic item, you can see the same scratch markings or kind of covering as you see on the cabinet, implying that these are going to be epic weapons and everything like that, and are going to be coming into supply drops and everything. So that is definitely a big hint. I don't know why they put the same symbols on that kind of cabinet cover as what they've always had, covering the epic kind of supply drop item very subtly that not a lot of people have thought of. Because think about it, in the thumbnail you guys thought this was the chainsaw, right? This is fake, I made this, but yet still people will think, well, it looks pretty legit, right? Because the gun, or the weapon, sorry, blends into the background of the epic logo and then everything like that. A lot of people will have been fooled by it. Yeah, I'm sorry if you think it's clickbait and everything like that, but yeah, that is fake. But if you look closely on an actual epic item out of a supply drop, you can see these little engraved markings that are the same on the cabinet wall of the weapon wall on the map Rift in Awakening's DLC, I believe it was. I don't think it was Eclipse yet, it was Awakening. So if you go on this map, or I believe 1 in DLC 2 or 3, they have the same weapon wall and the same symbols covering them as the epic supply drop item icon does when you get a weapon out of it, and it's epic obviously. So what do you guys think on that? You guys can compare that for yourselves if you have a software where you can zoom into an image of an epic item coming out of a supply drop and then obviously compare it to the markings. I definitely definitely think there's a resemblance right there, and I definitely think it's kind of been put in for a reason, because not a lot of people have covered this, and I'm just smart enough or sad enough to look at it this closely. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, it helped you out in any way, shape or form with what might be coming to Black Ops 3 before the yearly life cycle ends, make sure you slap a like on the video down below as well, subscribe to the channel if you're new, for the new Infinite Warfare beta, gameplay, tips and tricks and everything in the upcoming weeks, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you all for watching again, and peace out.